cloudy with a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the upper 60s. Friday, mostly sunny with a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Highs around 90. Friday night, mostly clear with a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the upper 60s. Saturday, partly cloudy with a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Highs in the lower 80s. Saturday night, mostly clear. A 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms in the evening. Lows around 60. Sunday, mostly sunny. Highs in the upper 70s. Again, the forecast for central Minnesota, from St. Cloud to the northwest Twin Cities suburbs for today, sunny. Highs in the upper 90s. South winds 10 to 20 miles an hour. Heat indices around 104.
Alrighty guys, what is going on my friends? Hope y'all are having a wonderful day here for today. Hope you guys have been doing alright. This is our first members only live stream here today. We're going to be doing weather forecasts for the people who have supported the channel. Thank you guys so much. Greatly appreciate it, my friends. So special shout out goes to you guys who are members. I do see that Cody's here. What's up, my friend? Hope you're doing all right. Glad to have you here. So in this, basically what we're going to be doing in this live stream is we're going to be going over the models and stuff like that like we normally would. Although now we are, since the members are here, we're going to be taking personal forecasts and stuff like that, and we're going to be, going over some models of, your local area and talking about, what you might expect here down the line. So, like I said, if you guys do want to become a member, everything's links in the description. You guys can also check that out here. Actually, no, the member's not there, but it is pinned in the chat. If you guys do want to become a member, then you guys can access these, these live streams that we'll be doing here every single Monday from here on out. I'm thinking about doing some more live streams. I'm thinking about doing 2 member live streams per, pretty much per week there, so that way I can actually, that way I can actually, give a forecast out for at least 3 days in advance and stuff like that. So, but anyways, guys, like I said, I hope y'all are doing all right. Hope you guys are hanging in there. So let's just go ahead and jump right on into it. We do have ourselves a little bit of information that we do need to talk about here. So let's just go ahead and jump right on into it, my friends. So, obviously, welcome. Hope you guys are having a great day so far. Hope you guys are doing all right. So here's the thing, my friends. We actually have ourselves a bit of severe weather we are expecting today across portions of the north. Yeah, we are expecting that to occur. We're going to be live again later on in about 2 hours. Like I said, this is only going to last probably about 30 minutes to an hour, I'm thinking, with the memberships live stream here for today at least. Maybe in future live streams it could be a little bit longer, but that's just right here for right now. So, we actually do have ourselves a active severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect here. I want to go ahead and mention this before we get into the personal forecast and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and see here. Portland says, hi, what's up, man? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here, my friend. That goes to both of you guys. Hope y'all are doing all right. So yeah, we do actually have ourselves a severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect here across the north-central side here of South Dakota. That is actively what we are watching here right now. This is a severe thunderstorm warning for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts as well as quarter-size hail. Now let's go ahead and bring up the overall view here now, and we'll talk and see what we're talking about with the cell here. So there you go. You can actually kind of see we do have ourselves a little bit of a hail core that's likely going on inside of this storm here currently, and so that's kind of what we are talking about here at the moment. So we're going to keep our eyes open for this, my friends. We're going to keep on watching this. Let's go and see here. Kenneth has become a member. Thank you so much, my man. Welcome aboard. Hope you're doing all right there, Kenneth. And like I said, guys, we are going to be doing, our personal forecast here in a moment. So I just want to go ahead and touch up what's currently going on. This is expected to kind of really kick off here down the line, and getting ready to really kind of eventually kind of more escalate basically later on down the line. I will mention the Storm Prediction Center actually did issue a enhanced risk for today. So today is kind of a big day. Today is actually kind of a big day here for today. So we are going to watch this here pretty closely. I mean, this is this is a pretty big day we are scheduling. There is now a tornado threat. Yesterday there was not, and I had a feeling there would have been, but they finally upgraded it. Now it's a tornado threat here. Hail is a big concern. Same thing for damaging winds, so you bet we're going to be live here later on, guys. But that's what we're talking about. Kenneth says, hey from Wisconsin. What's up, Kenneth? Thank you so much for joining, my friend. And glad to have you here. Glad to have you aboard. So like I said, guys, really do appreciate you guys. And thank you all for being here for today. So, tell you what. Like I said, guys, if you want me to look at a specific location, I recommend tagging down a zip code, and we'll go over the locations on models and stuff like that. So we got you guys covered for. That's what we're going to be here for, guys. And you know, we're going to be here for y'all, and we're going to go ahead and talk about the models and stuff like that. So if we go ahead and switch on over here to the actual forecast models, here's our NAM model. I know you can't really see anything here, but right here's the overall map. Okay, so this is basically the NAM 3-kilometer model. Current time is now 2 o'clock. So, like I said, we are expecting a bit of thunderstorm action to kick off here across portions of the northern plains as well as portions here of the upper Midwest. So we're going to be touching on this here, like I said, later on with the live stream. So yeah, really things are going to start escalating here very, very quickly. Across portions here of even northern portions of Nebraska, apparently, the Dakotas, both north and south, as well as portions here of Minnesota, we are expecting to actually see, we are actually expecting to see all types of severe weather being possible. Now, in regard to mode, it looks like these are going to be individual cells for the most part. For the most part, this is going to be like, more sporadic individual like cells that we are going to be talking about and stuff like that. But, that's just kind of what we are seeing, my friends. That is, things are definitely going to escalate here for today. I will mention that there is a lot, there's a lot of support of some pretty nasty weather that's going to be happening later on. Like I said, tornadoes unfortunately being a concern there, but that's kind of what we are talking about. Let's go into your, let's see, Cody says 38927, the deepest pits of hell. Yep, it definitely has been very, very warm across those regions. I'll tell you what, my friend, we'll go ahead and pull that location up, and we will look and see what you can expect over the next few days, my friend. So let's go ahead and pull up here 38927. 38927 right here across Mississippi on the far, look, this is across the pretty much the north central side. So I tell you what, my friends, let's go ahead and shoot down over towards Mississippi. So here's the state of Mississippi. You're kind of right around in this location here. So for today, honestly, according to NAM models, obviously according to outlooks as well, you're not supposed to see any severe weather here for today, which is some good news, definitely some great news. Depends on if you like severe weather or not, but obviously, in this case, we've been doing a lot of it lately. You're kind of looking clear over the next several days. Even if we take a look here back at our main screen here on the, basically our other view here. Let's go and switch on to that here right now. So you can actually see here, this is for day 3. Let's move back to day 1. So this is for today. No severe weather is expected across your quadrant here of northwestern Mississippi. Now for tomorrow, same thing, no severe weather expected, my friend. Yeah, you're really looking clear for the next several days for severe weather. So you're looking pretty good. Even if we look back on the models here and talk about it, if we switch back to it now, this is according to your NAM model. It does show a few showers being possible later on today, kind of across the evening hours being possible. Across portions here of Mississippi. We'll continue watching it here, but really it's not supposed to be anything crazy. It's just going to kind of, linger. Just maybe a little bit of shower activity could be possible, but this, like I said, this is right here away from you. You're a little more higher north than what the NAM model has to show with this. Now, if we take a look at another model here, this is our HRRR. This guy, here, let's actually go down a run because that one's not fully loaded yet. So this guy kind of shows the same thing. Yeah, so possible some showers here on the southern portion here of Mississippi being possible. But like I said, far away from your at, I think it's going to be relatively clear for the next little bit. Now, in regard to temperatures, okay, here's where we got some pretty interesting stuff going on here. So we switch down to the temperatures here down on, yeah, if we take a look at the temperatures here, we'll actually talk about what's going on here. So obviously, yeah, it's been extremely hot lately. Trust me, I get it. So here, like I said, right now, current time is 2 o'clock, so you can obviously see we are seeing those temperatures here in the 90s. Definitely is kind of hot here for today. It's going to cool down here with a little bit of cool, nighttime cooling where the sun's not shining. Obviously, things do cool down a little bit here. So you are going to see, those temperatures probably drop here in the 70s, kind of around here for, those early morning hours here for, in the morning here. Then, of course, by tomorrow, yeah, according to this model, we're seeing this shoot right back up in the mid-90s, which is definitely hot here. Hey, it's the same here. You can see it's across a lot of the country. It's really, really, really hot over the last, over these areas here. And it's only going to continue, unfortunately, because, we are just now moving into that time. Tomorrow night, it's going to be, kind of dropping down the same again, maybe upper 70s according to this model here. And then, of course, warming back up again. So you're kind of just looking at the same trends for the next several days here. Unfortunately, if you like it or not, obviously a lot of people don't like the heat, including me. The heat is definitely quite brutal. And, it has been for the last several days. It's only going to continue. We are just now moving into summer. Believe it or not, I think tomorrow is the first official day of summertime. I think so. I really do think so. So it's definitely, it's definitely heating up, unfortunately. But that is what we are talking about here. So we'll just keep an eye on it, my friends. We'll continue to see, how this plays out here, that's pretty much the same for a lot of the other models, you know, just showing this heat never going away, basically. So it's going to be continuing for quite some time, my friends. So for you, Cody, as you can see, there's really no precipitation. Let's go see, there really is no precipitation for, you know, your local area, but that heat is going to remain there for a while, my friends. Let's go see, Cody says, you got to chuckle at the heat, huh? Yeah, it's been brutal. It's been really brutal. Yesterday, it was actually pretty nice yesterday. I think it got up into like the upper 70s for once officially, basically. You know, because it's been so hot here recently. Like I said, unfortunately, the heat is going to continue for the next little bit. So, but that is kind of what we're talking about. Let's go see. Megan says, "Hey everyone, what's up, Megan? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here for today. Hope you're doing all right." And like I said, Megan, if you want me to look at a specific location, a specific forecast to break down over the next few days, let me know. Tag me down a zip code, and we'll get you covered there, Megan. That's what we're doing for the members here for today, is we are doing those personal forecasts. You know, we're going to be doing that probably twice every single week. We do have Mondays, as well as probably, I haven't figured it out, maybe Thursdays. I'm kind of thinking maybe Thursdays and Mondays we'll be doing a members-only live stream here. I mean, everyone can join us, and they can watch this, but if you want to get a specific location, you have to be a member, basically, because it helps out the channel, guys, and it's just really appreciated. You know, special thanks goes to all of our members here for being here today, and just, you know, special thanks to everyone for becoming a member. You guys greatly appreciate. You guys are greatly appreciated, and I just want to go ahead and say, just thank you all for, you know, what you do. Greatly appreciated, my friends, and y'all definitely do help the channel. So let's go ahead and move on back here really quickly to the overall view. Hold on, Megan says my zip code is 84790. Got you covered there. So let's look at Megan's real quickly. See what's going on there. We'll do the same breakdown. So 84790, 84790, right here across St. George, Utah. I think I did that right. Pretty sure I did. Let me actually redo that. I think I may have accidentally hit maybe something else. I don't know. Maybe I got it right. 790. Okay, so yeah, it is in Utah. Okay, here we're going to talk about, my friends. So in the southwestern side of Utah, switching down the models here all the way to the southwest for portions of Utah. So this is kind of what we're talking about here for today. I tell you what, first we're going to take a look at precipitation, because I know that you guys are probably wondering what's going on in the precipitation world. So you're right here on the far southwestern side here of Utah, basically. So here's the thing. As we do track down here for today, like I said, today current time, it's now 2 o'clock p.m. So if we do track down here a little bit, as you can see, it looks like it's relatively clear skies according to the NAM model. We do track down here in time. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing for you. It looks like you're going to be relatively dry, although this model does support maybe a little bit of rain for the 22nd, just east of you. But you know what? This would not be impossible if this did switch a little bit more to the west here. We'll see how this plays out over the next few days. So I'd say watch out possibly for a few rain showers, if not a few, you know, maybe some storms could theoretically happen here on the 22nd, kind of around those afternoon hours. I think it's going to be more showers than anything. But still, watch out for it. Definitely a possibility. Now, if we switch to the HRRR model, here's our other active model we're talking about here. This one doesn't go out as far, but I tell you what, yeah, this guy's not showing anything. So you're going to be relatively dry for the most part as well, unfortunately. A lot of these places are relatively dry here for a while. You know, they have been, and they're probably going to continue to be, because we have a lot of heat still. And obviously the heat dries up everything, you know, that basically decides it wants to fall, which is pretty crazy. So let's go move on to here to the temperatures, though. Here's what we're talking about here for you. So let's move on back to the NAM 3 kilometer for that, so we can actually go back a little bit further. So here's the thing. Now we're talking temperatures for you. So if you take a look here at 2 o'clock, we move here to 2 o'clock p.m. For today. You can obviously see across the southwestern side, and you're kind of right there on that gradient between the 70s and the 80s. Obviously, it is going to be, you know, honestly quite a, you know, obviously quite a, you know, warm day as well. Let's go see here. Alec, welcome to Tropical Storm. Thank you so much for joining, my friend. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you here. So, yeah, so basically, like I said, we are going to be seeing those 70s and 80s kicking off across the region here. But tonight, it's actually it looks like it's going to drop down into the 60s, maybe even the, you know, 40s actually what it looks like. That's actually quite cold. That's actually really, really cold. So definitely watch out for that, my friend. Obviously, tomorrow it's going to heat up to back in the 80s, maybe close to the 90s in some locations. But that is kind of what we are talking about here. And it's going to cool down here again. Yeah, there you go. So we are going to be looking at this, guys. We're going to, you know, we're going to keep our eyes open for it, and we're going to see just, you know, just what happens here. So yeah, definitely look out for those temperatures. I'll tell you what, it's not supposed to be in the hundreds as of right now, at least according to this model, which is definitely some great news. And just, yeah, we'll just keep on watching it for the next little bit. Let's go ahead and see here Frank says, hello, my friends. How's everyone doing? Doing pretty good, Frank. Glad to have you here, my friend. Hope you're doing all right. Let's go see. Alex says, I've been wanting some severe weather up here in 14057. Let's go and take a look here at 14057, my friend, and we'll tell you what's going on up there. Obviously, once again, Alex, thank you so much for joining us. Let's go and see. So 14057, right here across New York. Okay, you're actually directly south of Buffalo. So I tell you what, let's go ahead and switch on up here to the region across the Northeast, and we'll see what is going on down here. So you, my friend, like I said, you're right here just south of Buffalo, so you're kind of right around in this location here. So you want to know about thunderstorms, right? So let's go ahead and take a look here at the radar view. So right now, like I said, current time is 2 o'clock p.m. on the 20th. So as of right now, you know, as of what we are actually seeing here, if we take a look at the current radar, actually, before we look at that here, here's what I want to do for you. So, obviously, like I said, you're right here just south of, you're just south of Buffalo. Actually, Buffalo's over here. I got the wrong location there. So yeah, so Buffalo's right down here. So you are seeing a generalized thunderstorm threat. So it's a possibility that a few storms could happen as we were looking on the models. Possibility. We're going to take a look at those here in a second as well. So a few thunderstorms could be possible, but they're not supposed to be severe here for today. Now tomorrow, we're talking about same thing, possibility. We could actually see ourselves, maybe some more, possible storms could happen for tomorrow as well, not severe. But here's the thing, my friend. So, Alec, watch out on day 3. So today is Monday, tomorrow is Tuesday, which is day 2, and then Wednesday is day 3. So here we go, my friend. You got yourself a marginal risk for severe weather. Not the biggest threat in the world. It's literally the lowest in severe threat. But I tell you what, there is the possibility that we actually could see some severe weather being possible. Now, the breakdown is not official yet. We're going to have to wait a day or so before we talk about that. We'll probably be live during the event. Naturally, we'll probably just be live during the event as it does happen. But just watch out for that. Now, if we take a look here back at the models, like I was telling you guys about, or I was telling you about, Alec, we switch back here to the models right now. We can obviously see that there is a few, few storms that is expected to kick off here across the, western side of Pennsylvania, maybe even the western side here of New York State. Now, if we do track down here in time, obviously it doesn't really show too much happening. Maybe a few showers here for the early hours here for tomorrow being possible. According to this model, like I said, you can't really just trust one model individually, but look at this. So if we do track down here to 22nd, like I said, today is day 1, so this would be for day 2. Kind of around the evening hours, it's a possibility that we could see a few showers and a few storms possibly nearby, even also across portions of Pennsylvania being possible as well. Now, I will mention, like I said, this is just one model, so basically, you know what, like I said, you can't trust one individual model alone. So let's take a look here. Let's see, I'm trying to think of another model that goes out this far. Okay, here we go. Here's FV3. This is another model we look at here. So you can kind of see, yeah, there you go, right around the same thing. So we are seeing a bit of, thunderstorm activity kicking off kind of around the afternoon hours here across the Northeast, including the New York area. So watch out for Monday, possibility. The next 2 days, there's a possibility of a few storms and showers, but you know what? It's not supposed to be anything crazy like, so just be on the lookout here for Monday. Now, in regard to temperatures for you as well, my friend, let's go ahead and take a look at this here really quickly, and we'll get to Frank here in a second. So like I said, right now, current time is 2 o'clock, so right now we are seeing those temperatures actually a little bit more cooler, according to this here. If we take a look at the actual temperatures back on our AWIPS scan, it kind of looks like that, yeah, we're talking 70s and upper 60s here. But that is kind of what we are looking at. So let's go and take a look here at that really quickly. Switch on back here to my AWIPS view just to show you guys what I'm talking about here. So across your region, my friend, we're talking 70s. Also reports here being in the 60s, which is that's actually pretty nice weather. I'm not going to lie with you. 60s and 70s is great. That is awesome weather. So that's what we're talking about. We are actively seeing this. So you know what? We'll just, it's looking pretty nice here as of right now. If we switch on back here to the models, though, we do move here later on to today. It's going to be a relatively cool night, relatively chill night here, probably in the 50s. This is kind of what it looks like here. But then tomorrow, yeah, the heat's back, my friend. We're talking back in the 70s and 80s possibly. Cooling down in the 60s for tomorrow night. And into Wednesday, when you get your possible storms, it's also going to be in the 70s and 80s. So that's kind of what we are talking about, my friends. In regard to that, Alec. But once again, Alec, thank you so much for joining us. Same thing goes to you, my friends. All of you guys, just thank you for being here. Do appreciate it. Kenneth and Alec, thank you guys for joining us for today. So, I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and take a look here because Frank wants me to look here. Let's go and see. Megan says, thank you. You're very, very welcome, Megan. Thank you for becoming a member. Let's go ahead and see here. So, Frank wants me to look at Kentucky over the next couple days. That's actually across my local region here. It's going to take a look here at 42078. 42078. right here across Salem, Kentucky, on the far western side, my friends. So switching down the models all the way over here to the areas here in the Kentucky region. So like I said, this is actually right where I'm at. I'm literally up here, but you're down here, so not too far away. So obviously, yeah, share the Kentucky, the Kentucky place here. So here's the thing. In regard to severe weather for the next little bit, if we switch on back here to my main screen really quickly, in regard to things, we'll move on back here now. So there is a possibility, okay, for today, not any severe weather is expected. No thunderstorms are expected. Basically here also, for tomorrow, not really expected either. But here's the thing. Possibility. We could see maybe a few storms happening across your location here for Wednesday. This is the day 3, which is equal to Wednesday. So possibility of a few severe storms. Like I said, there is no breakdown yet. There is no breakdown yet. But I tell you what, we'll definitely keep our eyes open for it. This also does include me, by the way, so I am inside this marginal risk here as well. But that is, that is kind of what we are talking about. That is kind of what we are seeing here. So we'll definitely watch it. We'll keep our eyes out for it, guys, and we'll see, how this works. So now moving on back here to the models, my friends. So for Frank, let's go ahead and take a look at this here really quickly. So moving on back here, let's go and change on back here to the NAM model. Switch on over here to the model view. So, like I said, right here across the southwestern side here of Kentucky. Now, over the next few days, we are not really expecting any precipitation. But look at this. Okay, this goes out as far as possible here, so this is pushing right to the last hour. As you can see here, around 5 o'clock p.m. on the 22nd, possibility we could see some of the storms firing off here across Kentucky. As a whole, the state of a whole has a possibility of seeing some storms. There is a few nearby you, as you can see here, just a little bit to the east of you. But once again, this is just one model. You can't trust this to be exact. You can't trust this to be precise. So, let's move on back here to the FV3 model. Kind of showing the same thing, huh? There you go right there. So here's your FV3 model actually showing right over your location some pretty decent storms being possible. Like I said, some of those could be severe. Some of them could be severe here. This is showing around 2 o'clock p.m. on the 22nd. Now, this could still change a little bit far out, but like I said, there is that severe risk that is across your location here for Wednesday. So stay safe, my friend. Now, in regard to temperatures here, for you as well, my friend, it's definitely going to be quite warm still. I can assure you that. For today, we're talking kind of those temperatures here in the upper 80s. Being possible tonight, dropping down into the mid 60s. It looks like, and then for tomorrow, it's going to heat up yet again into the 90s. Maybe being a little bit more hotter than it is today. Unfortunately, dropping back down into the 70s for tomorrow night, and then for the day of thunderstorms, bam, you can see right there in the mid 90s again. But you can see once those thunderstorms hit, that it actually, it actually does cool down the environment there too, because all that cold air comes, from the up to the down. Hot air rises, cold air sinks. And whenever the hot air goes up in the atmosphere and it cools down, it wants to come back down. So obviously, once it does that, then it cools down the atmosphere with it, because much cooler up there, much cooler, and all that air comes flying back down to the surface. So with those thunderstorms, it'd be possible that we could see some cooling go on with that, but that is kind of what we are talking about here. Let's see here. Frank says, if you get a chance, what does 0630 look like? Okay, I got you covered, my friend. Just going to take a look here at 06360. This is right here across Connecticut, right here on the eastern side. So, okay, so an overall severe threat. Let's go and switch on back here to the region there. So you want to look at here in Connecticut on the eastern side. So for today, possibility, actually, just going to switch on over here. Today, there's no threat for severe weather at all. Tomorrow, same thing. However, on Wednesday, this is kind of away from where you're telling me about. This is on the western side, possibility of a few storms being possible, but not severe. But where you want me to look here, there's really nothing expected in regard to things, as of right now at least. That is kind of, that is kind of what we are talking about. So right now, no severe weather is expected in regard to, what's going to be happening there. Now, we switch on up here to the northeast view again. Switching on back here to the models, my friends. So in regard to, let's actually pull up precipitation first. Take a look and see what's going on down here. So obviously, eastern Connecticut could actually maybe see some rain here for the 21st. This is being here for tomorrow. Not any thunderstorms, by the way, but just could be, honestly, yeah, it looks like that Connecticut could see a bit of rainfall that might actually happen here. It might actually happen here, across here on the 21st. So we'll definitely watch it. We'll definitely keep our eyes open for it. Then obviously for the 22nd, it kind of looks like the same being possible. A lot of severe storms are possible. Not for Connecticut itself, but for places across the mid-Atlantic being possible, as you can obviously see according to this model. So watch out for rain tomorrow being possible. For today, you're looking relatively clear. Now, if we move over to those temperatures, like I said, it's definitely kind of warm here across a lot of these locations. So current time is 2 o'clock. So like I said, right now we're seeing, maximum temperatures probably getting here in the mid-70s being possible. Definitely being possible across those regions here, and probably in the mid-70s, like I was saying here. Cools down here into the 50s, it kind of looks like. Relatively cool, for tonight. Moving to tomorrow, it's going to be a pretty heat mess again. Actually, really not too bad here across the eastern side where you're talking about maybe in the mid-70s being possible. Clocking down here back into the, the 50s here again for tomorrow night. And then obviously for the day after that, it doesn't really look like it's going to be getting too warm. The model as of right now, kind of around 5 o'clock, is only showing in the 60s, which is actually a bit cool, to be honest. But that's kind of what we're talking about, my friends, so hopefully that helped out. Let's go ahead and see here. But that's kind of what we're talking about. Alex says this is a really cool idea. The only downside would be getting too big of an audience. That's true. And that's why, like I said, everyone can watch this. Everyone can watch and see what we're doing here. But like I said, only the members can talk here. Like I said, this is not during every live stream. Here in a little bit, we're going to be doing another live stream. Like I said, we've already been live here for 30 minutes. We're going live again at 4 o'clock for the severe weather coverage where everyone can talk. Where everybody can talk here, okay? Like I said, this is just our members-only live stream. Like I said, we're doing 2 of these actually per week. And, like I said, we forecast out 3 days that we've been doing here. So 3-day forecast. Anything really past that is kind of a bit iffy on my side of things. I like to forecast, 3 days in advance, not really any further. So this actually works out pretty good. That we do Mondays, and then Thursdays, we get ourselves another update for you guys if you have any questions. So you guys know to come here. Like I said, this is your guys, this is your guys' time. Just a special thanks to all the members here. And it's just, this is what we're doing here. So once again, thank you guys. Absolutely greatly appreciated. Let's go see. Am I a meteorologist school here in Kentucky? I am not here in Kentucky. I have been studying meteorology for a while now, for a long time, probably about 7 years or so. Also been talking to meteorologists and stuff like that, so I have a good understanding of what's going on. But yeah, eventually I do plan on attending. That's the plan, at least here relatively soon. That's kind of what I'm talking about. Like I said, I just have I really just have all the basically the knowledge in regard to things, because like I said, I have a lot of experience with this and everything like that. I've been doing this for many years. Also a lot of contacts too from people at NOAA and TV station, which is pretty neat. But so yeah, that's kind of how that's flowing. So if we switch on back here, my friends, I tell you what. Here's the thing. If we switch on down here to the tropics, yeah, we have ourselves 2 different systems. We have post-tropical cyclone, Blas here. It was once a tropical storm. It is no longer that. Maximum sustained winds of 35 miles per hour here. 34, actually. 1,005 millibars, so this thing is on a weakening trend. It's on its way out here. We have ourselves other storm here. Now, this is Tropical Depression Celia. Now, this thing is expected to become a hurricane here down the line. I'll go and tell you guys exactly what I'm talking about here. So if we switch on back here to the, actually I'll tell you what, I'll just move this over here so it'll be a lot easier. So here's the thing. Over the next 5 days, we're not expecting any tropical development in the Atlantic Ocean, which is definitely some good news. However, here we go, tomorrow, or Eastern Pacific, I don't know what I said tomorrow. So, Blas, like I said, post-tropical cyclone on its way out, not supposed to live too much longer. Now, Celia, we've got to keep our eyes on Celia here. You can obviously see that we are expected to achieve tropical storm status here around 7 o'clock p.m. on Tuesday. According to the National Hurricane Center outlook here, this is on Tuesday, so for tomorrow, kind of around the afternoon, evening hours here for tomorrow being possible, this thing could turn back into a tropical storm. Now, as we move down into time, it looks like on Friday, by the end of the work week here, we potentially could see this thing turn into a hurricane. As of right now, clocking in at a Category 1 hurricane. Now, here's the thing. Go ahead and switch on back here to the models really quickly. We take a look here at the GFS really quickly. See what's going on down here to the Eastern Pacific. So there's the one system that's on its way out here. This is, like I said, this was here, Blas, or however you want to pronounce that, headed on out here. Now, if we do track down here in time, you can obviously see how Celia is going to be picking up a lot of strength here. Like I said, possibility of turning into hurricane status. This is actually showing those pressure drop to around 981 millibars. That's equivalent to about a Category 1 hurricane, according to this model. Now, if we take a look here at another model, let's go and take a look at Icon. Icon kind of showing the thing, same thing, maybe a little bit more altered south track here, as you can obviously tell, but still, pressure dropping down into the low 980s. So, as of right now, there is definitely some support that this actually could turn into a hurricane. Now, here's the thing. We switch on back here to, let's see, CMC. This guy is riding a lot closer to the coastline, as you guys can see. So that's kind of a bit of an outcast here, a little bit different. Dropping into the 980s, but upper 980 millibar mark. So kind of more showing a tropical storm, but like I said, that's kind of what we're talking about. Honestly, it's a bit different than what the other models have to say. So this one's kind of the outcast in this sense here compared to what the other ones had to say. Let's see if we can grab another one, ECMWF model. Let's see what this guy is talking about. Okay, doesn't really go too far out, but you can still sell it. We are seeing rapidly dropping pressure here now into the 900, the mid 990s. So tropical storm status is likely. Even hurricane status is potentially likely at this point. So we'll watch it. Let's go see, why is my name NWW16? So the funny thing about that is that it goes back a while back. So NWW stands for nationwide weather. Since we cross everything in the nation, severe weather, we're always here during those active events. Blizzards and you name it, hurricanes, we're always covering them. Now here's the thing, the 116 comes to my lucky number back when I was a kid. There was a beach house that we used to get to, and the address started with 116. And I loved that place so much. I really loved it, and eventually that turned into my lucky number, which was, I don't know how, I don't know why. I guess it's just because it correlated with happy times or whatever, I don't know. And that's just kind of how it began. That's just kind of how we got the 116 after our name. Like I said, there's NWW, nationwide weather, since we cover everything in the nation, and then 116, which is just my lucky number kind of thing. That's why it's named that. But my personal name, though, is actually Andrew. My name is Andrew, but that's what we go by, is NWW16, which is, pretty cool, in my opinion anyways. But yeah, that's kind of what we're talking about. So, like I said, guys, that's kind of what we are talking about here. We've been live here for about 31 minutes. So my members, if you have any more questions, throw them down in the chat here. I'll be sure to answer you guys. Like I said, this live stream wasn't going to be terribly too long. Like I said, we were planning on, we're going to be going live here in another few hours, so I need to prepare for that. We'll be live at basically an hour and a half from now. We'll be live again in an hour and a half to everyone that will be able to join on this one. I mean, obviously everyone can join now, but be able to talk, everyone can talk on the one that we're about to see up here. But I just want to go ahead and say, guys, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate all of your support. You guys absolutely rock. Just thank you all for being here. And like I said, guys, if you have any questions at all, let me know. And while we're waiting, guys, if you have any questions, tell you what, let's go and touch on today's outlook again here for today. So let's go and switch on. Actually, I want to pull up the Storm Prediction Center view here really quickly and show you what we're talking about here for today. So we zoom in here for today's outlook. Take a look here, today's day 1 outlook. So we have an enhanced risk, a severe threat level 3 out of 5. So if you are across the dark green, the yellow, or the orange, you got yourself a severe threat here for today. Now, tornadoes, 5% chance. Possibility of seeing some tornadoes across the regions here in the dark, obviously in the, the green and the brown. Those are all tornado threats. Obviously, a 5% chance is a little higher of a probability of seeing a tornado. Damaging winds, 30% significant. That's showing us we could see some damaging winds in excess of 70 to 80 miles per hour with some of these storms. Could be pretty nasty. Hail, also 30% significant, showing that, hey, some of the hailstones could be 2 inches in diameter or larger, which can be quite damaging. So that's kind of our big concern here for today. Let's see here. Megan wants to know, how is 24477? Okay, let's take a look here really quickly. 24477, 24477. Right here across Stewart's Draft, Virginia. Right here on the western side, kind of towards the Appalachian Mountains. So, here's the thing. For today, no severe weather is expected. You're looking pretty good here. For tomorrow, same thing. But if we move on down here to Wednesday, same thing for you on Wednesday. We got to watch out for possible severe weather being possible here all across Virginia. Like I said, not severe as of right now, at least. I don't know if I said severe, but as of right now, we are expecting some possible thunderstorm formation. As we were looking on the models here just a little bit ago, I'll actually show you that here again in a second. So it's a possible scenario that on Wednesday we could see some storms. Otherwise, through the next few days, it's not really expected. Now, if we switch on back here to the models, my friends, if we switch on back to the Virginia region, and we'll move over here right now. So you can obviously see, like I said, we'll talk about the temperatures here really quickly. So for right now, obviously temperatures here in the 70s for today. Actually, sorry. Okay, actually it's a little bit, turn to the latest hours here. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, we are talking the 70s here for today, cooling down to the 60s tonight. Tomorrow we're talking back up in potentially the 80s. It's going to be quite warm again here for tomorrow. Some areas maybe even in the 90s in the southwestern side. But for you, you're kind of talking maybe upper 80s, lower 90s being possible here. Cooling back down tomorrow night into, yeah, pretty much day after tomorrow night. No, this will be tomorrow night. I'm losing it. But this will be actually for the 22nd, and obviously heating back up again. You can obviously see how the temperatures cool down really, really quickly. That's because of those potential thunderstorms. Now, if we switch on over here to the radar view, like I was telling you all about, like I said, you can see right there across a lot of Virginia, could be a possibility we could see some of those storms down here. So definitely watch out for Wednesday being possible for severe weather. Let's go and see. Megan says also 46514. Okay, this will be the last one, Megan. So 46514, 46514, right here across Indiana. So let's take a look here across the north central side, my friend. So, moving up to the regions here. So, in regard to the northern portion here of Indiana, I'm just going to switch on back here to our main view. So, here's the thing. For today, no severe weather or any thunderstorms expected. Tomorrow, possibility of a few storms could be possible. Watch out for that. Possibility of a few storms, basically in the northern section here of Indiana. Now, for day 3, like I said, we have ourselves a severe threat down on the southern end of Indiana. But across the region here in the north, you are not even in that thunderstorm risk. So, like I said, for tomorrow, tomorrow's a possibility. For today, looking pretty good here. So, if we switch on back here to the models, in the future radar, you can obviously see for today, there's nothing. But for tomorrow, as you can see, maybe a few showers, maybe a few storms could happen across the northern edge here, kind of across, the late hours here for tomorrow. Watch out for it. And you can see all those crazy thunderstorms on the bottom right-hand corner start to kind of fire off here just well to the southeast of you. So that's kind of what we're talking about. That is, that is kind of what we are seeing here for today. And let's go take a look here at those temperatures here really quickly one last time. Okay, for today, we're talking those temperatures here in the mid-80s, dropping down to the lower 60s tonight. Tomorrow, clocking back up near the upper 80s, maybe lower 90s. Cooling back down for tomorrow night, back down into the 60s. Kind of maybe low 70s, upper 60s here. And then heating back up here on Wednesday, maybe to the 70s. Upper 70s being possible. But that is, that is kind of what we're seeing here. But, that is what we're seeing here. So, but that's what we're talking about, my friends. That is the forecast for you guys here for today's episode. I just want to go ahead and say, once again, thank you to all of our members who joined us today. Portland, thank you for joining us. Kenneth, thank you so much for becoming a member for today. Cody, thank you for joining us. Megan, thank you for joining us here for today. Same thing for Alec. Thank you for joining our membership here for today, my friend. Greatly appreciated. Goes to all of you guys. Thank you all so much for being here, Frank. All of you, every single one of you guys. Just thank you all for being here. Do appreciate your support. Even the guys who are not members, thank you for joining us for today. And I hope to see you guys later on in the other live stream where you guys will be able to talk, basically. But I just want to say thank you guys for joining us. Greatly appreciated, my friends. And I hope you all have a wonderful night here for tonight. Like I said, we'll be seeing you guys in about, what? Okay, it's now 2:39, so we're going live at, 4 o'clock. So, what? I can't even do the math right now. So about an hour and 20 minutes, I think. So, we'll be a little bit. Before we go live, I just need to get prepared and get everything back set up to go live whenever this does happen. Like I said, right now we are actually seeing a little bit of action kicking off here. Actually, let's switch on to this scan here. A little bit of storms that is going on here across portions of South Dakota on the northern side. Not severe. It was severe a little bit ago, but obviously not really anymore. It's not severe anymore, as you can see. Just recently got canceled here not too long ago. So that's kind of what we're talking about. Later on, these things are going to materialize and really kick off yet again across the Outlook area. So, guys, we'll be back here later on. It does look like a new severe thunderstorm watch has just now gotten issued, actually, right there. Across portions of western Nebraska, southwestern South Dakota, and northeastern portions of Colorado here. So this is actually until, this is in effect until 6 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Mountain, 8 o'clock Central. So this will be 8 o'clock Central, but by the time this does get canceled. Maximum hail, 3 inches. Pretty significant hail. Maximum wind gusts, 80 miles per hour being a concern. So like I said, we're gonna be picking back up on this, guys, in about an hour and 20 minutes. So we're going to be prepared. We're going to get ready for it, guys. But guys, thank you so much for joining us for today. Greatly appreciate it, my friends. Special shout out goes to all of our members here for today. Thank you guys so much. Greatly appreciate it. So we're going to go ahead and head off here for now. Thank you guys for joining us. Like I said, we're going to be doing another members live stream on Thursday in order to give you guys another update in regard to the forecast and stuff like that. We got you guys covered. But guys, thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate all of your support. You guys absolutely rock. And I hope to catch you guys in the later live stream. Take care, y'all, and I'll catch you all in a little bit.
What? Heat index values up to 105. Where? Douglas, Morrison, Todd, Kennebec, Mille Lacs, Faribault, and Martin counties. When? Until 1 a.m. Tuesday. The following impacts are expected. Hot temperatures and high humidity may cause heat illnesses to occur. Additional details. The heat may also result in some roads buckling. Drink plenty of fluids. Stay in an air-conditioned room. Stay out of the sun. And check up on relatives and neighbors. Young children and pets should never be left unattended in vehicles under any circumstances. Take extra precautions if you work or spend time outside. When possible, reschedule strenuous activities to early morning or evening. Know the signs and symptoms of heat exhaustion and heat stroke.